And again, this is probably a good place to underscore the Rebalance Health and for you to kind of tell us again, kind of what is Rebalance and how do the products help restore this hormonal balance?
Okay, so full disclosure, taking Rebalance by itself isn't going to work. And I don't think many companies will ever disclose it like that, right? It's not going to work by itself. And we're not here to, blow smoke up your rear end, right? We're here to tell you the truth. Rebalance helps mitigate the crazy pace in which we operate in today's world. It helps keep us even. To be fair, a lot of people take our product and say it's life-changing because it literally did change their lives in terms of their mood, their energy levels, their hot flashes, their testosterone levels, their energy levels, their mental focus, because they didn't realize how intertwined cortisol is with their daily kind of quality of life. And so in the morning, my recommendations are always exercise in the morning if you can. Have a healthy breakfast and start drinking your water for the day. Whatever you think is the right amount for you. I'm not going to have a dog in that fight, okay? And then enjoy your day. Take Rebalance throughout the day to help take the edge off. You've seen me pop 2 lozenges already on this podcast, and it's not staged. They're on my desk. I take them all the time. I swear by them. They work. They keep me even, keep me sharp, and they keep me functioning. Get up. Literally get up and get outside. Go for a walk. If it's 5 minutes, 10 minutes, the sun, the fresh air, the movement in your muscles, it's amazing. People talk about weight loss, but I agree with you. It's not. It's body fat loss, right? You want to change the kind of the dynamic and the ratios in your body. Weight loss, muscle weighs more than fat. I'm not a fan of intermittent fasting or any of that, simply because glucose in your body expires after 30 minutes. It goes to the next available food source. That'll be your muscles, not your fat, because it takes 5 hours to break down fat in the body. So if you don't give your body some food and nutrients in the morning, it's going to break down yesterday's gains. So there's lots of different methodologies to it. But for me, it's wake up, have a little something to eat, not much, banana, literally some protein powder with some water. Go exercise, go lift some heavy weights and enjoy. Don't go crazy with cardio. Why? You can eat more calories in 2 minutes than you can burn off in an hour, Fat loss is literally done in the kitchen. It's not done at the gym. Muscle mass is built in the gym. And then use your steps. I try to hit for 8,000 plus steps a day. That means going for a couple of 15-minute walks throughout the day, which gets me up from this chair and away from these screens, and I leave that phone behind, right? Take my dog. The best thing for cortisol is to hug an animal, hug a loved one, be with have personal touch with somebody else. Right? Shake someone's hand, welcome someone with a hug. That emotional, personal connection is also been scientifically proven to bring down cortisol. So be overly friendly. Be overly friendly and go about your world, your life with this kind of new mindset of being balanced in everything. Don't sit at your desk for 7 hours. In fact, don't sit at your desk for more than an hour and a half. Get up, go for a walk, get some fresh air. End your day, have an early dinner, try and have it not be too heavy. And I try and aim for 4 hours before I go to bed in order to make sure that my body has metabolized. I'm going to bed on an empty stomach, and I'm not going to be woken up in the night to use the bathroom. So I try and optimize, because I know I'm 50, I'll be 51 this year. I'm getting old. You have prostate problems, you have digestive problems, you have stomach problems. Why do we fight it? And we think, we're going to go for a 9 o'clock dinner. You're going to set yourself up for a really poor night sleep. And so that's kind of my tips, is how I live my life, is how I would suggest other people take some pointers. It may not be for everybody, but you cannot fight your biology. We're human beings, we're all the same, and we're all designed to work with that same circadian rhythm with the sun and the moon. And in order to do that at our very best, we have to kind of respect Mother Nature to some degree. And that ego and entitlement that we all feel at some point because we've earned it, we've had it, doesn't work in our favor when it comes to wellness and optimum being.
It's amazing how simple it is.
Yeah, but we fight it. I mean, even I fight it. We all fight it all the time.
Well, the amazing thing is that we fight it, but we then want to have these amazing biohack fixes for the problems that we cause for ourselves. And it's like, you realize just a small amount of work in the right direction is going to do a lot more for you than continuing to live this downward spiral and trying to fix it with drugs and, mega supplements that really don't do anything.
Yeah, I mean, you don't need to buy that infrared sauna, those special glasses, right? You need the blue light glasses if you're going to watch TV and screens till, early, in the evening, and then you want to go to bed. Yeah, of course you want to protect it. But, the light bulbs had blue light in them, right? There's so many things that are bad for you, right? But at the end of the day, you can't stress it. Take the big things. Take the things you can manage. Take them in baby steps and enjoy your world. But you'll be amazed how wonderful it is to reconnect with other human beings and to disconnect from devices. We grew up in a time where you had a silver tongue, right? You had to learn how to flirt. You had to learn how to talk to people, how to schmooze people, right? Now you swipe left and you swipe right, right? Hims was a multi-billion-dollar company based of selling ED medication to 20-year-olds because of the anxiety that they had to perform without having connection. And I say this in the book, intimacy, into me you see, intimacy. It isn't happening based on quick one-night hookups. Doesn't work, right? You want to actually look someone in the eye, understand them, and then intimacy blooms. Something that the new generation is beginning to get back to, I think. My kids are telling me that that's becoming more of a thing as opposed to swiping left, swiping right. That was all the craze during, about 10 years ago, 8 years ago? Mm-hmm. And so, actually learning to talk to someone, speak to them, listen to them, and empathize and laugh and smile and just be a human being, that's what we need more of, I think. I think the world would be a much, much calmer place if we understood that this was a wonderful tool. The computer, the technology, the iPhones, everything is a wonderful tool, but it isn't life.
Yeah, I give my students a hard time every time we kind of take a break in the middle of a class because I teach classes that are about an hour and 50 minutes. And so it's a long time. I mean, I'm not the best at giving them breaks when I should, but I'll give them a break and they'll pull out their phones. Or it's the beginning of class, they're all on their phones. And it's like, you got people all around you. Why aren't you interacting? Why is it so quiet in this room? I should have to come in and say, okay, break's over. Let's settle down now, and let's get back to studying. And they're all on their phones. And the phones are great. And if a question pops up, somebody can Google it and get an answer really quick. But there's just no communication. It's like, how did I manage as an undergrad student when if I wanted to call somebody, I had to go out in the hallway, find a phone that was available, pull out a quarter or a dime when I was in high school, and put that in there and make the call. Now it's like
and they have
constant
to be by the phone to get that call.
Right.
Or how many phone numbers did you remember when you were in high school? I must have had like 30, 40, 50 phone numbers in there, right? It's kind of funny. It's like, when we were kids, right, did we need to take every single photo album with us that we ever took, right? Did we have to take every single music album that we ever had, our entire Rolodex? I mean, that's what we're carrying around in our pockets, and it's wonderful. I'm very privileged. I have a wonderful board of directors, people that have worked with Howard Schultz at Starbucks from the early days, one of the founding employees, likewise at Apple with Steve Jobs. And they're quoted in the book, and Steve Jobs, I've been told that Steve Jobs would be horrified if he knew what the iPhone has done to the planet, because that wasn't what he was about. He wasn't about this, like, I'm obsessed with this one device and I look at it all the time. He wouldn't be happy with it. Likewise, Howard Schultz, he developed Starbucks as a place to connect and talk to one another and be a community. And today, everyone's on their laptops. They're not talking to one another. They're disconnecting, and it's a shame. It's a shame. And I think we can get back to where we should be. We just need some type of a wake up call, I guess, and awareness that life is this beautiful planet and the people that are in it, and not necessarily this fake stuff that we have here. And let's be honest, social media isn't real. It's a facade. It's what you want people to know about you, not what actually you are experiencing and feeling and witnessing. It's this facade, this image that you're trying to portray. It's not real.
Can you imagine if we were really just honest on our Instagram and our social media? No filters. Just this is the day I'm having, rather than a picture of the food that you're eating or
Or no, a picture of the food that you want people to think that you're eating. It didn't involve the Snickers and the candy bars and everything else that you had. I don't touch that stuff, right?
So we've kind of come to that point in the episode where I ask the question I ask of everybody.